everyone, and welcome to part 4 from the university. The information that I'm presenting isn't available anywhere else. It's all quite unique, really. And we're going to be dealing with a very important topic in this episode, and that is health and how we can become healthy through frequencies. Right, we'll start with, because I know you're all interested in this, what are numbers? Let's have a little look at each number a moment. Number 9. This is the number of consciousness. And number 8. This is infinity. This is the casing around our reality. Number 7. This is the number which brings order to everything. And the number 7, as we saw in previous episodes, is very connected to the number of Earth, 419958, very special relationship. The number 6 brings us matter, which is all the hexagons which our reality is made up from. The number 5 is the number of man. Ba-doing! Man, or I'd better say woman as well. Number 4 is choice, or free will, if you will. Number 3 is, it's all to do with flow. And you could say spin. The spin of the 369, which keeps everything flowing. 2. This is really just duality of, masculine and feminine. And finally, the number 1 doesn't exist, really. It's, what can we call it? Non-existence. So consciousness can break down into all these numbers. It can break down into a 1 and an 8, infinity and non-existence. It can break down into a 2 and a 7, order, duality. Or the number 6 and 3, we have matter and flow and spin. And the ones we experience the most are here with man, woman, and our choices. Well, doing all this like old school, you see. It's not the old school. There we are. So we're looking at the issue of health, which we all want. And I have the greatest admiration and respect and thanks for all people working in the medical profession. But as we're evolving, we're going to find out more about what health is and how to stay super healthy. So let's have a look at this idea of health. It's very much connected with music. Because through this number 7, which gives order, to our what we're in. This number 7, you know, it leads to the 7 colours of the rainbow, the 7 days of the week, but probably most importantly, the 7 notes of the musical scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, whatever. And okay, so we've got music. And then the other thing which comes into this is feelings. This is what we need to maintain health. Music, feelings. Now these could also be called, you know, emotions. And most importantly, love. So if we can get this right, and we can have a nice flow with these, with plenty of love, we shall achieve health. Now it's generally these things, feelings and emotions, which cause, you know, dis-ease. So if we can find ways of oiling these emotions, all dis-ease is caused by blocked emotions, which then leads to inhibited soul life. It means you're not on top of things, you can't make the right decisions, and your soul is not fulfilling its full potential. So if we can just look at, we'll have to throw in plenty of this, okay? But with music, through feelings and emotions, if we can get these flowing again, then we'll have health. Okay. Well, as we've seen, the first manifestation from consciousness is the number 81, which, as I've said, will also produce its mirror of 18. Now, 81 is the note E. 18 is the note D. This is all, it's all here. So, in music, we'll look at the 7 notes in music from the first utterance we can make. We could do it from 18, we could do it from 81. I'll do it from 81. So this is our root note. And then our second harmonic, or the second frequency which this will produce, will be the octave of 162. So we have an octave. The third ripple in the harmonic vibration, you just have to keep adding 81. The third ripple will be, let me see, get it all right, 2, 4, 3. We're going to have some music at the end of this, so stay with it. If you don't understand it, just experience it, that's fine. Our fourth harmonic is 3, 2, 4. Just keep on adding 81. And that's another octave of E. So that's another E. This note here is our musical fifth. This is a B. Okay, let's have a look at the fifth harmonic. This is going to be add 81 to get 405, and this is a G sharp. Our sixth harmonic is going to be 486. Now this is a number that we saw in part 3. It's a clue to getting in and out of this dimension. But leave that for now. Most importantly, the seventh. It's so important, the musical seventh. And this is 5, 6, 7, which is the note D, but it's a low D. And that's, there we go. So the number, this is the harmonic overtone series of E at 81 Hertz. Okay. Right, well, I'll just say a little something about science. Now, all the science on offer to us at the moment through our, universities and schools, it's all very controlled, and science is the new religion. Now, the teachings of Jesus became very controlled within 50 years, 100 years, so on. They were immediately sabotaged. And science, being the new religion, has also been sabotaged. I'll give you an example. The moon, the cube that drives the moon, that projects the Earth. Now, this is the reality that I'm presenting, that we're a projection. Now, of course, people can't even understand that, because we've been experiencing pictures of people going to the moon. We've been experiencing all this space flight, but this is just a projection that's been used on us. None of it really happened. It's a bit like if you're at the cinema and you're watching a beautiful film with this beautiful countryside, you can't climb into the projector. It's a projection. You can't go to the moon. And if you're starting to think I'm sounding a bit crazy now, there's plenty of stuff out there on the internet. There's speeches by Barack Obama, and there's speeches from representatives of NASA where they're saying to you the most insane thing. Barack Obama on his podium saying, we hope soon to be able to put a manned space flight beyond low Earth orbit. So there he is, like the ex-president, saying we're hoping one day to be able to put a man above low orbit. So they're telling you they haven't done it yet, but we live in a very, very mad world, I must say. So before we get into the music and the healing qualities of music, if you can make your music according to the correct numbers, then you're resonating with divine creation. And we don't hear any of these numbers in modern music because we've been shifted away up to the 440 pitch. If you return to the 432 pitch, all these numbers will be produced. So health comes from music. Music is the oil which allows our energy, feelings and emotions to flow. And we put in plenty of love. And this is the future. Right, we're going to get a little bit deeper into frequencies. I mean, I'm really just scratching, all this is just scratching on the surface. We'll go through that. There we go. Okay. Any number will give us a map of divinely coded vibrational numbers. You can take any number. What we do, we're in the third dimension, we use 3 numbers. If we're in the fourth dimension, we're using 4 numbers, fifth dimension, 5 number sequences, sixth dimension, 6 number sequences. So we're in the third dimension. The highest number you can have in this dimension, by the way, is 987. But this will all be explained further down the line. Let's take any 3-figure number without recurring digits. So we'll have the number, let's say 147, or this is also going to produce the same map of frequencies as the number 471, any permutation. So we get to these healing frequencies through this. You take the highest permutation, which is going to be 741. And the way that these numbers all shift like cogs, one number will move, but two have to stay the same. So the first one we're going to do, we're going to put the 1 over here. The 7 and the 4, they have to stay together and they go over here, and you subtract. This is called shifted pair subtraction, and it comes from Vortex maths. Okay, so the answer there is going to be 5, 6, 7 frequency, 5, 6, 7, low D. The next operation, we take that number again, 741, and this time we're going to keep the 4 and 1 as a pair, and we'll put it over here, 4, 1, 7, and then we subtract to get our next frequency, which is 324. That's an E. It's a double octave of 81. 81, 162, 324. There's 6 of these operations to do, so we'll get on. We take the next highest permutation of 741, which is going to be 714. And we're going to keep the 1 and the 4 as a pair, shift them over here, put the 7 there, subtract 5, 6, 7 again, that low D. Again, 714. This time we're going to keep the 7 and the 1 as a pair, shove the 4 over, 4, 7, 1, subtract, and we get 2, 4, 3. Now this is the note B, which is a musical fifth from E. Next, we take the next highest permutation we can get, which is going to be 4, 7, 1, and here we keep the 4 and 7, lovely 4 and 7. Keep the 4 and 7 together, put the 1 over there, 4 and 7, and then we'll subtract to get 3, 2, 4 again. This is again our note E. So the last operation we can do, we take 4, 1, 7 as our lowest permutation. Keep them as a pair, shove them over, 1, 7, 4, subtract 2, 4, 3. So we've got 2 E's, we've got 2 B's, and we've got 2 of these low D's. Now, a lot of the health issues in our modern world come from music, particularly equal temperament tuning. It's meant that the 7th note in our scale is way too high, and it's causing all kinds of tensions in our bodies. The correct position of the 7th, this massively important number 7, the whole earth, it gives order to the earth and it gives order to ourselves, and we need to be in good working order. So the 7th in the music that we're so used to hearing, it's in the wrong position. It needs to be lower. So what we can do now, we can play. I'll play these frequencies for you on my guitar. Now I've tuned this very finely, and this is exactly the number 243. This is 243 Hertz. And this is exactly the number 324. And this is exactly the number 567. And what I've done, I've just put it down an octave lower. Everything's been halved. So we've got and. Now the rest of my guitar is completely out of tune because I've had to retune it to allow this 7th to be in the correct position. So you can see if I play other frets on my guitar, it's it's pretty discordant. But when I place this, it's absolutely perfect harmony. So I'm going to play you a little piece, and I'd just like you to just open up your feelings to this and see how it makes you feel. Because what it'll be doing, it'll be completely aligning with your hexagonal cell structure. And anything impure, blocking your energies and stopping you from being in perfect health, cannot cling on. We blast it with frequencies. Sound is the medicine of the future. And I would love to have this kind of thing. There's many other expressions of this. You get other expressions from different numbers. This should be piped in our hospitals, and this would really, really help people. So come on a little journey with me. Into the land of perfect harmony. Let's have some more of the number 5, 6, 7. That beautifully accurate low seventh. Oh. And some 3, 2, 4. And some 2, 4, 3. Creation.